Hello, welcome to the CCL YouTube channel. My name's Alex. The 1st of October is International Coffee Day. And so today we're going to be looking at some useful phrases for talking about drinking coffee. Do you have your coffee ready? If so, let's begin. If you don't have your coffee, maybe you need to go and get one. We often say to grab a coffee, especially if you plan to get it quickly or if you stop to get coffee while you are traveling to another place. For example, you can say, I will grab a coffee on the way home, or I've got 5 minutes, so I'll grab a coffee. You can also ask someone to grab a coffee with you. You could say, do you want to grab a coffee? Or let's grab a coffee while we're waiting. We use grab for other food and drink too. So you can grab dinner, or you can grab a quick bite to eat before going out. Another way you can ask someone to have coffee with you is to say, let's catch up over coffee. If you're going to catch up with someone, then it should be someone that you have met and socialized with before. It's not for someone that you're meeting for the first time. Now, if you're a good friend, you might pay for your friend's coffee. In this case, you can say, it's on me. It's common in the UK to pay for your friend's drink rather than order two separate drinks. And it's on your friend next time. It's your friend's turn to pay. Another way you can offer to pay for your friend is to say, it's my treat. This is less common these days, but people still do say it. You do still hear it sometimes. The person who serves you in the coffee shop is often called a barista. And this is a word that comes to English from Italian. But in Italian, its meaning is a bit wider. So it can mean people who serve other drinks, not just coffee. In English, a barista is someone who works in a coffee shop, like Starbucks, who makes various coffee drinks. When you order coffee, do you always order the same thing? Latte, Americano? If so, that's your go-to order. If you're already talking about coffee with someone, you might ask, what's your go-to order? Which means, what do you normally get when you order coffee? Different people like their coffee in different ways. Some people like it black or without milk. Some people like it white or with milk. Some people like just a small amount of milk. In that case, you can ask for a dash of milk. Nowadays, many people have coffee with different types of milk, such as almond or oat milk. In the UK, if coffee is made with milk, it's usually dairy or cow milk. If you want a different milk, you can ask, do you have any milk alternatives? This is best if you're not sure what type of milk you want. If you already know which milk you do want, you can ask, can I have that with oat milk, please? Or could you swap the milk for almond milk? Coffee is actually more popular than tea in the UK, and many people joke about how much they need coffee to survive. You might hear someone say, I need my caffeine fix. And they mean that they can't concentrate or do anything until they've had some coffee. Another way they might say this is, I haven't had my caffeine fix yet. If they say this, you should probably leave them alone until they've had a coffee. Some people might say something like, I can't function without coffee. This is the same idea that someone is not very useful, until they've drunk their coffee. When you get your coffee, and you can say this one for tea as well, after you take the first sip, that hits the spot. And you mean that's exactly what you wanted or needed. Maybe the coffee isn't how you like it. Maybe there's too much water and not enough coffee. In that case, you can say, it's a little weak for my liking. This is a polite way to say that you don't like something. And you can use it with other adjectives here as well. So you could say, it's a little strong for my liking. It's a little bitter for my liking. So now you've learnt some useful phrases to grab a coffee with a friend and talk about your experience. Why not go and enjoy a coffee for International Coffee Day?